Inside the walls of the new Children's Museum, there are plenty of interactive experiences. Art meant to spark creativity, exploration, and a sense of belonging. But now the museum has burst through its walls, figuratively speaking, to this.
In Ipeya, that means the people, Ipe, and Yechewu is our garden.
Ipe Niechewu, the People's Garden in the language of the Kumeyaay, is just across Island Avenue from the new Children's Museum. Utilizing a grant provided by SDG&E, the museum partnered with the Barona Indian Charter School, Barona Cultural Center and Museum, and the San Diego Audubon Society to create this. The creators were seventh graders from the charter school. Lori Egan Headley is the director and curator of the Barona Cultural Center and Museum.
Part of this experience was to learn art. This is not something that's in all the educational systems.
The experience for the children, learning about plants used by their ancestors, is, as Egan Headley says, combined with the creation of art. I like the contrast between the natural colors in the soil and the
brightness,
the human-made colors.
Yep. It's meant to be enjoyed.
The students created this garden in late May, so the plants are all young, but their original purposes are not. The stories behind many of them are ancient.
The manzanita is really known for it's a good wood source for tools, and you can also eat the berries.
Sunflowers, but not the big kind.
This is the native variety, and they don't get as big, but still just as beautiful.
There are mallows, lilacs, and milkweed, not a plant used by the original inhabitants of this region, but great for monarch butterflies. When it comes to one particular plant in this garden, art meets function meets art. I'm talking about this prickly pear right here, and what I mean by that is you'll see there's artwork of the plant itself down there on that stone. The plant, function-wise, as you may know, is edible. Back to the art, I learned today that the Native Americans used the barbs to create tattoos.
Our access point for all that information is art.
Kurash Yahyai is the studios manager at the new Children's Museum.
When we have art programming out here, we're going to do, for example, like a scavenger hunt of all the plants that are in the space and maybe some of the bugs that live with them.
Though this space was created by and is primarily for children, Yahyai says it's also for the community to foster environmental education and climate literacy.
So we're hoping that this just fosters the whole ecosystem that wants to live here, from the bees to the butterflies. It's all the little critters, right?
Even in its early days, Yahyai says it's already having an impact.
And I've also honestly seen that from folks walking by. They're like, I want to do this in my place, which is great. And then speaking to the California native plants and not just putting any plant in your place, like just being aware of that, I think is also tremendous.
The new Children's Museum plans on doing more and more programming out here as time goes on and the plants grow. A fence will soon go up to keep it safe, but it will be open during the day, a place for people of all ages to come and learn something, perhaps to be inspired. You could say a place where you reap what you sow, the harvest being a sense of calm in the middle of the city and a deeper knowledge of and gratitude for the Kumeyaay people, the first humans who lived here. John Carroll, KPBS News.